They thought they could erase me. They thought their betrayals, their whispers, their schemes would be enough to bury me. They watched me struggle, watched me bleed, and they laughed. They turned their backs, believing I would fade into nothingness. But they were wrong. I did not disappear. I did not shatter. I became something else, something they will never comprehend, something they will never escape. Pain did not break me. It reforged me. Every scar, every wound, every moment of suffering was a lesson carved into my soul. They thought they were writing the final chapter of my story, but they were merely sharpening my blade. They built their thrones on my suffering, convinced that I would never rise again. But now, the tables have turned. Now the hunter becomes the hunted. Now they will learn what it truly means to be powerless. They left me in the abyss, but I did not rot. I did not beg for salvation. I embraced the darkness. I became the abyss itself. And now, when they hear my name, it will not be spoken in mockery. It will be whispered in fear. They will see shadows where there are none, feel my presence in every cold gust of wind, and realize, far too late, that I have returned. They wanted to create a monster. They succeeded, but they made one mistake. They believed they could control it. They thought they could define my limits, dictate my fate. But now, they will understand what it means to stand before something they cannot break, cannot silence, cannot kill. I am not the person they abandoned. I am not the broken soul they discarded. I have been reforged, piece by piece, into something unrecognizable. No longer a victim, no longer a pawn in their game. Now, I am the storm, and no one survives the storm. They will hear my footsteps before they see me. Their breaths will catch in their throats. Their hands will tremble. Their hearts will pound like war drums in their chests. And when they finally lay eyes upon what I have become, they will know, without a doubt, that their reckoning has come. They will try to resist. They will try to rally, to gather their strength. But it will be futile. Their alliances will crumble. Their walls will fall. Their power will be stripped from them, piece by piece, until nothing remains but the hollow shells of who they once were. They will see everything they built collapse under the weight of my return. They will scream my name, but not in triumph, in horror. They will whisper it in fear, afraid that even the sound of it will summon me from the darkness. And they will know that I do not grant mercy. That part of me is gone, burned away in the fires of their betrayal. Now there is only one truth. I do not forgive. I do not forget. And I do not stop. This is the end of their era, the end of their rule. They will realize too late that I was never beneath them, that every ounce of power they held was stolen, borrowed, temporary. They thought they could dictate my fate. But I have written my own destiny, and in my story, they are nothing more than footnotes, reminders of what happens to those who try to break the unbreakable. They built their empires on my suffering, and now they will watch them burn. They will know true fear, not the fleeting fear of uncertainty, but the absolute terror of knowing there is no escape, no sanctuary, no second chances, only the storm that they themselves created. And in the end, when they stand alone, trembling in the ruins of everything they held dear, they will whisper a truth they never dared to believe. I was never gone. I was only waiting.